Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss about absolute values. First, let us understand what are these absolute values. So, absolute values are also called as modulus. These are also called as modulus. So, whenever you try to write the absolute value or modulus, we use these two vertical lines. Let's say modulus of minus 5, or we also call it as mod of minus 5, is always going to be 5, and mod of plus 5 is also going to be plus 5. Means whether it is a negative number or whether it is a positive number, it is always going to give you a positive answer. Why it is so? Let's understand in a detailed way. So here, let me explain this with a number line. Okay. So whatever you see inside the modulus is a number. Okay. And whatever you are writing outside is a distance. Tell me, can you tell, the distance in terms of negative? Let's say, how far is your school from your house? Let's say it is approximately 5 kilometers. Can you say it is minus 5 kilometers? No, right? Distance cannot be represented in terms of negative. So that is why whenever you write any number out of the modulus, it is going to be a distance always. So here also, this is distance. Now, how we can understand through a number line? As I said earlier, whatever inside modulus is a number. Okay, outside what you write is the distance. Here also, this is a number and this is the distance. Okay, so this number is measured from 0, like minus 5. Let's consider minus 5 is how far from 0. That's the question. So minus 5 is 5 units away from 0. Similarly here, what is the number you have? 5 plus 5 is how far from 0? It is 5 units far from 0. That is why modulus of minus 5 is also 5, modulus of plus 5 is also 5. It is the distance which you are measuring from 0. Okay. Now, coming to one more simple question. Mod of x is equal to 3. If I write this, what do I understand from this? I understand whatever number inside the modulus is a number, and whatever you are writing here is the distance. So, how do you read it easily? X is a number on the number line which is 3 units away from 0. Let's say 0 is here. 0 is here. Okay. Now, tell me which are the numbers which are 3 units away from 0. One is plus 3, which is 3 units away from 0. And another one is minus 3, which is also 3 units away from 0. Right? So, x can be plus or minus 3. So these are the possible values of x. Okay. Now coming to one more question. Let's say mod of x plus 2 is equal to some 10. Okay. So how are we going to solve this? Here, if you want to use this number line method, in the last question, only x was there, so we took 0 as the reference. But here, along with x, you have plus 2 also. If it is plus 2, you should take minus 2 as the reference. Okay, if there was minus 2, then you would have taken plus 2 as the reference. Okay, now it is plus 2, the reference is minus 2. Okay, now reference is set. What is this? This is the distance. Okay, so the number which is 10 units away from minus 2 is what you need to find out. So 10 units can be this side or 10 units can be this side. Okay. So first, if I find out this side 10 units, what will be the number? It is going to be minus 12, means x can be minus 12. This side, if I take 10 units away, it is going to be 8. So the x can be 8. Okay, if you want, you can just check it, put it and check it. 8 plus 2, that is mod of 10, which will be 10. Minus 12 plus 2, which is minus 10. Mod of minus 10 is 10 again. Okay, this is how you can solve absolute value questions or modulus question by using a number line. Okay, now if you don't want, you can go with algebra method also. That is, as I said earlier, this is a number. Whatever inside modulus is a number, and this is, yes, it is distance. Okay. So number can be positive or negative, right? So what you have to do is you have to consider once positive and find out the value of x, which is going to be 8. And once you have to consider whatever inside the modulus as negative and find out the value of x, which is going to be minus 10 minus 2, which will be minus 12. So possible values of x for this absolute value equation is 8 or minus 12. Okay. So this is how you can solve it algebraically. Consider once positive, consider once negative, solve it as your, how you solve the linear equation, the same process you have to do it. Otherwise, you can take the number line method also. Okay. Now, can we try one more? Last question. Let's say x plus 3 equal to 8. Or this time we'll take minus 3 so that it will be easy for you people to understand. Okay, because last time I took plus 2. So if you want to go with a number line method, what will be your reference? Minus 3 means it has to be plus 3. Okay, and what is the distance you need to look for? 8 units both sides. So this side 8 units, which number will come from 3? It is going to be 11. This side 8, count it. Yes, it is going to be minus 5. So minus 5 or 11 is the value of x, or possible value of x are minus 5 and 11. Okay, you can check it. You can plug in back and check it also until you get perfect. You can do that verification thing. Once you get perfect, I think you can directly go with that. Or else algebraically, if you want to find out x minus 3 is equal to 8, solve for x, which is going to be 11, minus x minus 3, considering once positive, once negative. So it is going to be x minus 3 is equal to minus 8, x is equal to minus 8 plus 3, which is minus 5. So 11 or minus 5. Easy? Okay. Now let's quickly answer few questions in the coming session. Hope all of you understood what is absolute value and how do we work with absolute value equations. Okay. See you in the next video. So please watch our next videos so that you will understand the different varieties of questions on absolute value. Okay. Yes. Thank you.